Look at all that money!
Stay right there! Don't move!
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
A loud scream exploded across the busy streets of Lagos the moment Musa opened the old black bag. Inside were bundles of cash, stacked so high that even the roadside traders froze in shock. Musa. Zip it back, his friend Chike whispered aggressively. Somebody is coming. But it was already too late. Across the road, 3 armed men jumped out of a black SUV and pointed directly at them. Those boys stole our money. People scattered instantly. Musa grabbed the bag and ran. Cars crashed into each other as the boys sprinted through moving traffic, jumping over gutters and market tables while the gunmen chased them through the crowded streets. One bullet shattered a fruit seller's umbrella beside Musa's head. Split up. Chike shouted. The boys separated immediately. Musa jumped onto the back of a moving kiki while still clutching the bag tightly. The driver screamed in confusion as Musa ducked low to avoid another gunshot. Meanwhile, Chike disappeared into Balagan Market, knocking over mannequins and clothes racks as the gunmen chased after him. But none of them understood the real problem yet. The money was fake. Every single bundle. And the dangerous men chasing them had just stolen it themselves from an international scam cartel. Now the cartel wanted the money back, before discovering the boys accidentally switched the bag, because Musa's younger sister had unknowingly taken the real bag home. Back in their tiny apartment in Lagos, 8-year-old Amara sat happily on the floor using stacks of real dollars to build a toy castle. She giggled as she placed the final bundle on top. Then somebody knocked slowly on the metal door. 3 times. Amara smiled. Musa is back. She rushed toward the door. But the moment she opened it, her smile disappeared. 3 strange men stood outside. One wore a white suit. Another had a scar across his face. The third slowly chewed gum while staring directly at the money behind her. Hello, little girl. We're looking for your brother. Meanwhile, Musa still clung dangerously to the side of the speeding kiki as it swerved through traffic. Are you mad? The driver screamed. I'll explain later. Musa shouted back. His phone suddenly vibrated. Unknown number. Musa answered carefully. A deep voice spoke instantly. You have something that belongs to us. The call disconnected. Immediately, another motorcycle appeared beside the kiki. 2 armed men. One raised a gun. Musa jumped off the moving kiki just as bullets shattered the windshield behind him. The kiki crashed into a roadside plantain stand. People screamed and scattered. Musa rolled across the hot pavement, grabbed the bag tightly again, and sprinted into a narrow alley. But as he reached the dead end, he froze. Chike was already there. Bleeding. Surrounded by 2 gunmen. Musa, Chike whispered weakly. The money is fake. The scar-faced gunman smiled. Correct. He cocked his weapon slowly. But the real money is missing. At the apartment, Amara nervously stepped backward as the men entered. The man in white looked around calmly. Small room. Old television. Broken fan. Then his eyes landed on the dollar castle. His smile disappeared instantly. There it is. Amara quickly stood in front of the money. That's my brother's. The man sighed. Unfortunately, your brother stole from very dangerous people. He reached for the cash. But suddenly, the lights went out. Darkness swallowed the apartment. Then a loud crash exploded from the kitchen window. Chike burst inside holding a metal pipe. Amara. Run. The apartment erupted into chaos. The scar-faced man punched Chike into a table. Amara grabbed the bag and ran barefoot out the back door into the crowded night streets. The cartel men chased after her immediately. Outside, heavy rain began pouring across Lagos. Amara sprinted through flooded streets while hugging the bag tightly against her chest. Cars splashed muddy water everywhere. Streetlights flickered. Behind her, the white SUV pushed violently through traffic. "Musa," she cried desperately. Then suddenly, a bike stopped beside her. "Musa! Get on!" Amara jumped onto the motorcycle instantly. The cartel SUV rammed through roadside stalls behind them as Musa sped into traffic. The chase became madness. They flew across bridges, dodged Danfo buses, slid through flooded roads. One cartel vehicle pulled beside them. The scar-faced man leaned out with a gun. Bang! The bike tire exploded. Musa lost control. The motorcycle spun violently across the wet road before crashing beneath a bridge. Everything went silent. Rain poured heavily. Amara slowly opened her eyes. "Musa." No answer. Then footsteps echoed nearby. The cartel had finally caught up. The man in white calmly approached them through the rain. "No more running," he said. But suddenly, police sirens surrounded the bridge from every direction. Floodlights switched on instantly. "Drop your weapons." The cartel members froze. The man in white slowly smiled. Then to Musa's horror, several police officers walked directly past the cartel men and pointed their guns at him instead. "You're under arrest for theft and possession of illegal funds."